disease. Alzheimer's disease is a form of dementia that is measured through buildup of plaque in the brain. So the more plaque that you have, the farther along in the disease you are. There's a case study done by a group at Ghent University in Belgium in December of last year. And it looked at monolingual patients, Alzheimer's patients, versus bilingual Alzheimer's patients to test for this bilingual cognitive advantage. Now, what they found is that monolingual patients were consistently being diagnosed with Alzheimer's at the age of 73, while bilinguals, not until the age of 77. When they look at brain scans, the patients did not have a different progression of plaque in the brain. So technically, they should have been at the same stage of the disease. However, bilinguals were outperforming their monolingual counterparts on every single brain test that they were given. So not only were the bilinguals diagnosed later, they were retaining their mental capabilities for longer in life. This is an extra 4 years for bilinguals that they were able to stay at work, stay at home, and stay away from having to invoke the needs of a caretaker, which we know is a huge problem in Alzheimer's patients now, or for Alzheimer's patients now. Now, this was not a standalone study. Studies were also done in Canada, China, Scotland, and India that all came up with very similar results. The study in India was particularly interesting in that not only did it look at monolingual versus bilingualism, it also tried to factor in the account of education or immigration status. And yet they found that it did not matter if a person was illiterate. If they could think in a second language, they were still able to see this bilingual advantage. So here we have concrete evidence of how being a bilingual will help you maintain your mental abilities and keep them sharpened for longer years. So how does this affect us now? According to data acquired in the 2010 US Census and Chicago Health and Aging Project, 44% of people between the ages of 75 and 84 have been diagnosed with dementia. So, if we have 100 people in here right now, about half of us will develop dementia later in life. If you knew that you would be developing dementia, would you not do everything in your power to try and delay the symptoms for as long as possible? Well, what can we do about this now? Learning a language isn't just for the future, it's also for us right now. According to a New York Times article by Udavit Bhattacharya, other than just increasing your executive functioning, bilinguals also have an increased ability to focus. They're able to tune out distractions much better than monolinguals. I know that anyone who is a student at Hamilton can immediately see the benefits in that. It is not too late for you to learn a second language. According to the study in Ghent, they found that it did not matter at what age the participants learned their second language, just that they had learned it. However, only 20% of Americans speak a second language. We are not preparing ourselves well to combat this disease later in life. It is not that difficult to learn a second language either. Go ahead, pick up, move to a different country, learn by immersion. It's the easiest way to learn. You might look at me and say, that's impossible. I can't just pick up and uproot myself. However, according to the Career Center, almost 7% of the class of 2013 is currently living in another country. And if that actually isn't possible, if you are strongly rooted where you are, that's fine. Go to a community college, take a class, listen to podcasts online. It is available to us, and I can promise you, learning a second language will be the best gift you could ever give yourself.